It's your girl Arsharae, and I'm back with another video. This is Love and Hip Hop Miami episode 7. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you make sure you hit that subscribe button for your girl, just subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. I promise my videos, I think they're pretty good. But if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you will not miss a video. If you are a subscriber or if you have been here before, welcome back. Thank you very much. So let's get into this review. Trina and Joy meet up to discuss Trick in the situation because we know last episode he was arrested for driving under the influence and drug possession. Trina tells Joy that he needs an intervention, but Joy says that he doesn't want help. And they basically keep going back and forth conversing about the whole Trick situation, and then they agree that they are going to help Trick because Trick needs help. So Shay agrees to meet with JoJo. She explains her feelings to JoJo and how she felt about everything, how she felt betrayed by Shay because of the pleasure situation and everything like that. JoJo tells her that she doesn't think that it should have went down the way it went down. She says that her and Pleasure didn't even have sex. She says that they just, it never went anywhere. They only hung out a few times. Shay tells JoJo some things that Pleasure said about her, and she was like, she don't care about Pleasure, and it's obvious Pleasure don't care about her, and Shay was like, he doesn't really care for neither one of them. So in the end, they made up. They apologized to each other. They made up, and now they're friends again. That's basically what the gist of it was. And they said that they should have never let Pleasure come in between them, which is true. They should not have let a guy come in between their my skin is really dry. I don't understand why. They should not let a guy come between their friendship. Amara and MJ are meeting with the people for her Boost Mobile show, and you can tell that Amara is nervous because this is her first show by herself. She is a nervous wreck. She's on edge. Excuse me. And so after she meeting with the people, MJ tells her to calm down. They leave. They're talking. She tells him that her dad wants to meet up with her, and she invited him to the show. MJ doesn't think it's a good idea, but he asks her, how does her mom feel about it? And she says that her mom doesn't know. And her mom doesn't know that she's been talking to her dad. Her mom doesn't know that she invited her dad to the concert. So we shall see what happens, because I'm pretty sure Mama is not going to be happy about the situation. Trick is upset because everyone keeps asking him about his arrest, and he doesn't want to talk about it. He even refuses to answer the questions that the producers are asking him. He's basically like, I'm not answering no questions. Don't ask me nothing about it. I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone. And we didn't talk about it. Hood Brat, Chameleon, and Sukiana meet up. Hood Brat says that they are going to take Saucy Santana's advice and put the tour together themselves. They're trying to figure out the tour details and what to call themselves. And they decide to call themselves the Babs. Black American Princesses, like the movie. And I think that's cute. That's a good, title for the tour or whatever. Let's just hope they don't get sued, but I don't think they should. But you know how that goes, copyrights and all that stuff like that. So Hood Rat can tell that something is wrong with Sukiana. So she asks her what's wrong with her. And she basically says that being a mom and working in this industry is hard. She barely gets to see her kids. She barely gets to spend time with her kids. She's always working, trying to make sure they have a roof over their head. And she just is like, it's hard. And she ends up, she's having a hard time balancing work and her kids. And she ends up breaking down. And they console her and they tell her she doesn't have to be strong all the time. They understand, if she's breaking, because she shouldn't be, because she's not expected to be strong all the time. I just love the way, I love their friendship, and I love how they encouraged her and they supported her in that moment, and they embraced her, and I like that. Like, those are the images that I want to see of black women on TV. Positive images, positive things, not us fighting each other and throwing drinks on each other and throwing each other's things in the pool and stuff like that. No. Hood Brat goes to see her sister. Her sister is raising 4 kids. 4. Her sister has 2 kids of her own, and she's also raising the 2 kids of her sister, of their sister that's deceased. So she's basically saying that she's overwhelmed with raising the kids, and Hood Rat is like, well, that's why I'm trying to get this money, you know, so that I can help out. And she's like, I don't need money. It's not a financial thing. I need someone to physically be here to help me. And Hood Rat is basically, she feels like she's doing as much as she can, but there's only so much she can do. She's trying to get her career off the ground, but her sister says that she needs the help. So they get on the topic of their deceased sister, the sister who took her life, and they're talking about how they feel about everything and how they wish that she hadn't taken her life and everything. And Hood Brat starts to break down, and she cries, and her sister have a heart-to-heart about the whole situation. And she just was saying that everything was gonna be okay, but she needed Hood Brat to kind of help her out more, but that she was proud of her and the things that she was doing. Amara is working hard, and you could tell that she's stressed because you could just tell by her body language, by her actions and everything. Her mom, she tells her mom that she's been in contact with her father. Her mom is not happy about that. They go back and forth. Her mom feels like her dad is the only reason her dad is coming around, because now she's making a name for herself. She feels like her dad is going to use her, so she doesn't feel like it's a good idea that Amara reconnects with her dad. Amara is like, she wants to reconnect with her dad, and so that is what she's going to do. She tells her mom that she invited her dad to the show. Her mom is not happy that she invited her dad to the show, and she just told her she needs to be careful, and she hoped that she doesn't have to tell her, I told you so, because she just feels like her dad is not going to do anything or be there like he should be for Omara. Joy and Trina show up to Trick's shop, and Alvin tries to stop them, but they're not with it. They like basically push Alvin out the way, and they go and talk to Trick, and he's like, what are y'all doing? And they're like, you're not answering the phone calls, you're not doing this, you're not doing, we came to check on you. And he was like, I'm fine. And obviously you know how to find me, you came busting up in here. And they was like they're just trying to figure out what is going on with Trick. So Joy asked him what happened. He tells her what happened, and she asked him, has he been to the doctor to get checkups on his lupus? Because not only is she concerned about the DUI, but she's also concerned, like, with his lupus and everything, that he's self-medicating when he should be getting the prescriptions that the doctor are giving him. He basically says that he says there's no cure for it, and in America they don't give you a cure, they just give you something to treat, and that treatments have side effects. But then he goes on to make jokes about it, saying that they say don't take it if you're pregnant, and he could be pregnant. I'm like, really, Trey? Like, this is not something that you want to joke about. This is your health, okay? And you have people who care about you, who are trying to help you, and you're not taking it seriously. So Joy asks Trini to leave, and she talks to Trick a little bit more, and she tells him that he needs to get it together, and she tells him to stop being so careless. Trick is more concerned that Joy cares about him than he is about taking care of himself at this point. So she was like, if that's what you need to hear, yes, I care about you, and I need you to stop being careless and start taking care of yourself. It is the day of the show, and Amara is understandably nervous. She finally hits the stage, and the show is good. I like the show. Her dad did show up to the show. Her event was a success. It was really nice. I'm kind of glad that JoJo and Che made up. I like their friendship. I'm glad that they got over the BS and they were able to come together. Amara goes to talk to her dad. He tells her that he's proud of her. She asks him, you know, why he wasn't around, this, that, and the other, and how she felt as a child, how she felt like he abandoned her and everything. And he said he basically wasn't around because his papers weren't in order. Like he wasn't here legally, so he couldn't be around as much as he wanted to. And she thought that he didn't love her, and he was like, no, I love you very much. I just was going through some things, and I couldn't be around the way that I wanted to because of the things that I was going through. So they have a conversation and they kind of like mend fences. I just hope that he stays around and he doesn't break Amara's heart, because that would be so sad. I just hope that he's here to stick around and he's not just here looking for an opportunity. Okay. Yeah, this review is kind of short, but that's all I really have to say about this episode. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already done so. And if no one else tells you that they love you, Arsharae loves you. I love you guys. Bye, and I'll see you in the next video.